Commissioner, the fifth State of Athletics Forum, and you said something today. This is the first time I think that all the panelists have been in agreement speaking about domestic violence, and you called this a good first step. What do you hope to happen next?
Well, I hope to have a much broader discussion about it. I think this is a national issue, and it's certainly an issue on our 10 campuses, but it is everywhere else throughout the country. And so I think this sort of dialogue is really important. I was very impressed with how frank and forthright Brenda and Ray were, and I think that the panel spent an hour and a half on a topic that's vitally important and about which we can make great improvement, and we're just not going to have that kind of improvement until we start trying to take a few first steps.
You mentioned Brenda and Ray, just two of a very diverse group of voices out there today. Why is it so important to you to hear from both sides of the story, hear from people who have gone through it on both sides? What kind of an awareness do you think that raises?
Well, the forums have been intentionally structured to have people who disagreed with one another on the issues, and the premise was that we felt like this was the only way we're going to get a deep dive on the issues, and so we've been careful to select them, and we've been careful to put people around it that disagreed and had deep knowledge of the topic area. I think that's true this time, only we probably agree a fair amount more about the importance of the issue and about the need to have the conversations and to move it forward. We had senior administration of the university and Dr. Leith. We had law enforcement represented. We had survivors. We had perpetrators. We had people that have reported on the issues that are the topic of the forum, and I just think it was another successful forum, but it's not where we stop. It's not appropriate to just talk about it and then move on as if you've done something significant. I think this needs to be a catalyst for others to talk about it and for institutions to look at their policies and to look at their programs and look at their structure and make sure there aren't impediments to victims coming forward, and that we don't do things that allow crimes to go unreported, or that we don't allow perpetrators to go on repeating their crimes. Those are all things that every university needs to look deeply at.
Education was definitely a topic of conversation today, and just educating people even from a young age. But one of those ways is having these conversations, and even today's forum was educating for people. What's something that you maybe learned today that you didn't know before?
Well, I think you always know that there are scars from these things happening. Brenda is a very articulate survivor, but her attack was 20 years ago, and she's still dealing with the extraordinary hurt that goes along with that. And unlike a lot of survivors, she has turned it into a positive where she can help other people, and I really admire that. And but it puts in crisp focus that these are violent, controlling, non-consensual acts that have very long shelf lives, and they cannot be taken in a trivial fashion.